go. And should be streaming now, actually. Alright, cool. Okie streaming. Yo, what's up? Sabi Lim, how's it going, man? Everything alright? Visual, sound? Did I do it right? Capture good? Alright, cool. Awesome. See who else. Need to go to my creator studio real quick. And go to view channel. Here we go, this should work. Who else? Need to, boom. Here we go, and go to my creator studio real quick. Okay, so I think I figured out how this scheduling thing works. It doesn't actually start the stream. And you have to then go to view channel, put the stream up yourself, which is kind of stupid in my opinion, but anyway. Here we go, this should work. Who else? Need to, boom. Here we go, and go to my creator studio real quick. Hey Nick, okay, so I think I figured out how this scheduling thing works. It doesn't actually start the stream. And you have to then go to view channel. Gonna tweet this out on Twitter one more time. Before we break into the conversation today. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I had the volume going on. The volume was on, so I had to get rid of the volume. All right. So, man, today's episode. I've got some pros and cons. Not like really big cons that but one of the things, like I took some notes here, one of the things from today's episode that I noticed was not mentioned was Azazel talking to the team about true longness. I mean, that was in the light novels, and that scene was not in there. He did not mention the spear to the team. But yeah, it was a great episode, but still, I'm a little disappointed that it didn't have that scene in there, because I think that's a really important detail to know. But hopefully they'll get to it in the next episode, because Azazel did say this episode that they weren't sure on all the powers that the faction had. So I'm hoping, since he didn't mention true longness in this episode, we'll get to hear it in the next. because it really has to be mentioned. I feel that that really has to be mentioned. It's a really important detail for light novel readers. And honestly, I'm kind of regretting that I went ahead and read ahead of today's episode, because I was anticipating that scene to be played out throughout the episode, and when I didn't see it, the episode just kind of passed by me like that, and I was just like, huh, it wasn't there. So then I had to go back and rewatch and take notes on other things. But man, the expressions this episode were absolutely amazing. Li Fei looks fucking fantastic. Like, seriously, like, light novel plastered fantastic. Like, I loved seeing her. Yeah, that's true. And it's kind of unrealistic to expect 100% all the time, you know? Like, not everything is gonna be perfect, you know? And I think Ishibumi knew that, so I'm not really disappointed with it. I was hoping to see it, and hopefully we'll get to see it next episode, because the fight's not over yet. So I'm really looking forward to it. Now, hey Rogel, what's going on? Oh yeah, the anti-monsters. Yeah, the anti-monsters. Well, the anti-monsters were not exactly to the light novel description, because they were missing the eyes and the teeth, but they did have the dark skin and claws. And I guess that was like the best they could do when it came to, you know, shooting beams, was just to have them look kind of like robotic, but at the same time have those same aspects as, you know, Annihilation anti-monsters. I thought they were really good. Everything else so far was great. From Marvel, called Nameless Ones. Everything else in today's episode was fantastic. Li Fei was probably my favorite appearance in this episode. Well, that and Siegfried. Siegfried looked really good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. All the characters in this episode looked badass. The fight between Sol, by the way, I finally figured out how to pronounce his name correctly. It's not Cao, it's Sol. I guess I was reading it wrong. But Sol and Azazel's battle was excellent. Yes, Pendragon's appearance was fantastic. I definitely loved Pendragon's appearance, and the voice acting that they chose for Pendragon. Fantastic voice talent. I'm so pleased. I was not disappointed with Pendragon. It was also really nice to see Sarah Fall back in her pigtails and normal outfit again. It felt really nostalgic, and she really looked the part, and I was just like, man, all these feels. It was great. But man, yeah, other than the fact that, you know, true longness ability wasn't mentioned in the episode, everything else was word for word by the light novel. I think that was like the only scene that was missed. But everything else was fantastic. I really enjoyed the battle. I can't wait to see what's going to be happening in the next episode. Kuno still looks adorable as a button. Like, seriously, I wish I could find like a Kuno plushie and just, you know, buy it right now. Put it in my room. Add it to my video set for my videos. I wonder if they're going to like come out with more figures after this season, because I would love to find like a Kuno figure, a Leafay figure, you know, and just kind of collect my high school D&D collection. Right now, I only have a Riaz figure. I can't like leave the stream right now to go to my room and get it, but I'll have it for the next stream so you guys can see it. Oh, Kuno is very fond of Issei. Man. Am I ill? No, I'm not ill. It's just cold down in my room. Like, I live downstairs and heat rises, so I have to stay under a heating blanket. I could have kept the heater on, but that would have made background noise for the stream, and I didn't want that, so I have a heat blanket. Oh damn, I need to share this on, darn, that's not what I wanted to do. I need to share this real quick on Reddit. Let me see if I can get to it. 5 watching right now. Excuse me guys, while I kind of go back and forth here between my stuff. Alright. The new episode was awesome and I love the team against Sal. Yeah. The episode was incredible. Like, some people on Reddit were like wondering if, you know, they just chose those expressions just because they looked good for this episode when I had the teaser up, and people were wondering if, you know, the expressions were going to change and mess up. But, you know, guys, you know, even if there are like a few parts in the series where, you know, they have the same facial expressions, it's not really that many. I mean, the positives outweigh the negatives this season way too much, so I don't think anything's actually going to be hurting it. And I've already heard that, you know, the new season is doing extremely well in Japan. It's getting awesome feedback, so I'm confident and I'm hopeful that we're going to get a 5th season after this, or at least some OVAs, because we need them. Oh yeah, he did find it. He found his potential finally. Yep, Issei finally found his potential. And that reaction, let me tell you, that reaction of his was unexpected, but, you know, it's also comical at the same time, because that shows that, you know, he, you know, even though that he is, you know, the Old Pie Dragon, that he actually wished that he had some kind of more of a serious type of potential power. But we're gonna get to see how that plays out in the next 2 episodes, I believe. Let's see. And I love for season 5 of DxD. Well, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful, Nick, because from what I've heard, it's had incredible feedback in Japan, and on the Reddit they stated that, you know, it's mainly the domestic fan base that will determine if we get another season, so I'm really, really excited about it. I'm excited that it's getting incredible feedback. Is Izzy going to develop a new balance breaker that is serious? Definitely. Oh yeah. He gets 2, but I'm not going to ruin anything. He gets 2, like, he gets incredibly stronger, but I'm not going to ruin anything. We're gonna let it play out. But this incredible pacing is just remarkable. I mean, I think we got at least 2 more episodes to finish this arc, and then we go straight into Volume 10, which is going to be fantastic. But yeah, that Issei expression was just outright hilarious. And the eye catchers like the Rosewise eye catcher was incredible. Like, that was probably the best eye catch that I've seen this season so far. Man. Although I will say that, you know, I felt that the episode kind of passed by rather quickly. But like I said, that was probably because I was anticipating that one scene where Azazel was going to be talking about the true longness, and he failed to mention it. I'm hoping that, you know, that will not affect too much. But, you know, like I said, you can't always expect 100% accurate in what you watch. There's going to be some difference in adaptation, regardless, and no matter what you're watching. So, in case I know, Queensblade is this summer is getting season 5, which I wasn't expecting at all, to be honest. Really? Queensblade is getting another season. That's surprising. I did not know that either. Can you tell me, how does the crystal work, or what does it do? To be honest, Rugal, I have not even read that far yet. Like, I started reading today's chapter slightly before the episode because I was doing research to see if there were going to be like any differences, and I only got up to the part where he found his potential, but I haven't read as anywhere near as to like what it does or how far it goes. So I've still got a lot of reading to do myself. Hang on one second, guys. I'm gonna share this stream on my Amino real quick, just in case some people want to join in. So we definitely need season 5 of High School DD. Yeah, I think we should get a season 5 of High School DD as well, Nick, because for one thing, I would love to see volumes 11 and 12 adapted. That would be great. And I think by getting volumes 11 and 12 adapted, that, you know, the dramatic part of the of High School DD will come back into effect a lot more, because it gets really intense in those 2 volumes. Like, seriously intense. And I'm hype just, anticipating that, because it's going to cause commotion. Where can I get light novel? I would definitely try, if you want to buy them, you can't actually buy them physically, because they don't have actual translations for them yet, the English translations. But you can buy English translations for the digital light novels, and Bookwalker has those. Or if you just want to read them, I would recommend going to bakasuki.org. That's where I read. Let me going right to left. I tried Manga Panda and I didn't get all the chapters. I'm not really sure about that one, Eric. I've mainly been reading from Bakasuki for the light novels. So I'm not really sure if there is one that has all the chapters. Can I give the link? Sure. Hang on 1 second. Let's see here. I'll just copy it here, and we're going to go back into here. I wonder if it'll let me do this. Ah, it took the link this time. That's incredible. There you go. Alright, I need to share this real quick. So I'm going to copy link, copied, and I'm going to go into Amino, hopefully get some more people to join. I wasn't expecting that either, to be honest. But it was great. Like, just having Pendragon make an appearance and say that was hilarious, and Issei's reaction to it was hilarious. Can I shake your hand? Yeah. Yeah. It was great. Another aspect that I really like is, with this season, the animation when it comes to the characters is a lot better. Like, for example, you notice when Issei is in his Juggernaut Drive, well, not Juggernaut Drive, but when he's in his balance breaker, you can see, the eyes from his helmet, they move with his face. They kind of contort with his face to show expression, and that's excellent. I love it. Are you going to do a live stream on Record of Grand Quest? I love Theo as a character and what he represents. Record of Grand Quest? I may eventually, but right now I'm going to stick to covering High School DD Season 4. It was a thing. Oh, yeah. But man, seriously, I am so looking forward to the next 2 episodes. The animation this episode was incredible. The battles, like the explosions, everything looked a whole lot better. There's no, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but, you know, with the TNK style, the animation was really bad. I mean, most of it was slideshows. Slideshow action. I mean, there were a couple of good scenes, but, you know, when it came to the battle with, let's say, when Tanin versus Biko, all they did was, you know, slide back and forth on the screen a couple of times and shoot some sparks. It wasn't really, you know, intense battle. What is the fox girl's name? That would be Kuno. She is daughter to Yakasa, leader of the Yakai clan. And she is adorable. I love Kuno. Like, I want to shake the character designer's hand and just be like, you did magnificent. Thank you. Thank you. You have no idea just how magnificent you have done with this series adapting from the light novel. Just no idea. Yes, it is way more fluid, like super freaking fluid, Jay. Like, I couldn't believe it. My only minor complaint is I wish that, you know, the fight with Siegfried would have lasted a little bit longer. I wanted to see the fight with Siegfried last a little bit longer this episode, but we're going to see him at least for 2 more episodes. Plus, you know, the Shadow User as well, so it's going to get intense. Is Kuno a version of Koneko? No, she is not. It reminds you of Power Rangers. But man, seriously guys, the animation in today's episode was incredible. I had to watch the censored at first because, you know, the site that I use for the uncensored didn't have it up on time as usual. Hey Julian, what's up, man? Plague King, how's it going? Nice to have you join us again. But man, the animation in this episode was incredible. I admit I was a little disappointed that, you know, we didn't get to see Azazel talk about the true longness in the episode, because, you know, that is like a key plot point. But hopefully I'm really hoping that we get to see it. We get to see him mention it at least next episode, because it needs to be mentioned. It truly needs to be mentioned. But, you know, like I said, you can't always expect 100% adaptation from when it comes to adapting. So if we don't hear it, I'm not going to be disappointed, because expecting 100% all the time is really unrealistic, and I like to kind of keep it realistic. So but I've started taking notes already on doing a full review on the season. And let me tell you guys, it is looking incredible. Like, I have been going back and forth between, you know, working on the streams and working on the spring impressions, which I'm still working on the rest of the spring impressions video. I've got to get that finished up today. Oh yeah, Azazel did mention a friend that's going to help them, and I hope we get to see who that is next episode. We should, at least. Oh yeah. I mean, regardless, you know, even if it doesn't get mentioned, even if Azazel doesn't bring it up, I still love the series, and I'm really glad that it's getting it's getting a lot of good feedback in Japan, which is great for the series because hopefully that will restore some of the fan base for High School DD after, you know, the huge fallback that happened after Season 3. I mean, that's why, you know, that has to do a lot with why the studio change took place as well, because after the fan base dropped due to Season 3, the mess that was Season 3, right? When the fan base drops, funding drops for the adaptations, and due to that, they probably couldn't support TNK any longer. So they moved to another studio that could probably do a much better job for the budget that they had. And I'm hoping that this season will restore that fan base that was lost due to the mess that was Season 3. And according to the High School DD Reddit, it has gotten incredible feedback so far in Japan. So I am really anticipating, you know, them getting another season out, or at least some OVAs. Hopefully we see the whole LNs getting anime adapt. All of them, yeah, that would be great. I would love it if that happened. But I don't want to, like, count my eggs before they hatch, you know what I mean? Because it's all going to depend on the domestic fan base, whether or not, depending on how many seasons we get. Like, I'm faithful that we're going to get something else after this season because of all the great feedback that it's been getting in Japan. So, if everything goes according to plan, we could get maybe 1 or 2 more seasons at the most right now, I believe. Your boy Soul Soul, ah yeah, buddy. That was an incredible battle. Ross is a powerhouse when she's drunk. That was a hilarious scene, though. That was an incredible scene. Like, this season I have really enjoyed the animation and character design style. I mean, you know, like I said before, even if there are like a few instances where everyone kind of looks the same in the face, it doesn't bother me because there are very few instances like that throughout the series because they keep switching the expressions up and they just look more animated and more alive, you know. The animation isn't stiff, it's very fluid, the colors look great. So it's going to be an incredible season, and I'm probably going to rewatch it a good, probably 15 to 20 times. A movie would be cool to get for DD, even if it's not from the official sources. That's true. A movie would be excellent, just as long as it's not, you know, live action. I don't want to see any more live action anime adaptations. So, no to real life anime adaptations, that would kind of suck. I mean, well, no, I guess if they got Yuki Kaji to actually play Issei, that would be entertaining. Like, I could see that. Like, if they got, like, the actual voice actors from the anime to actually do the acting for the characters in a live action movie of the series, that would be interesting. I gotta say, seeing Yoko Hikasa dressed as Riaz would probably give me a fucking nosebleed. Yes, volume 25 is so far the last volume of the light novels. Do I think Volley is going to appear? Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you saw Pendragon give Soul Soul the warning, right? Like that was Volley's that was Volley saying, "Hey, you know, fuck off. He's mine." So it's going to be great. We're probably going to get to see Volley and Albion make an appearance in the next episode, or maybe the one after that. I think there's 2 more episodes to this arc before we actually break into volume 10. But definitely, Volley's going to make an appearance, and I believe we're also going to get to see Ravel make an appearance as well. Jay, I haven't watched the dub of Hero yet, to be honest. I'm planning to, though, because I've heard that Agia has a new voice actress, and I want to hear what she sounds like, because people have been going crazy over it. So I'm really, once I finish the season in the sub, I'm going to be watching the dub, just so I can, you know, hear what Agia's new voice actress sounds like. I wouldn't be surprised if the last step of DD Hero, they announce a small PV for Season 5. In case they done in Hero Academia. I can see that too. I can see that too, Nick. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they did something like they did with Konosuba after the first season. You know, had that little announcement at the end. So I'm hopeful. Like, I'm crossing my fingers here, guys, because it's getting so much great feedback from light novel fans in Japan and anime fans in Japan. They're so happy that it's back on track with the light novels. So hopefully we get that Season 5 and some OVAs, because I want to see Volume 8 put into anime adaptation. Do you think Issei will get wisdom from Irina to how to be a hero and a leader, since he is in danger against Soul? He will adapt his growth. That's a good question. Do I think he'll get wisdom from Irina? It's probable. I think the question that Issei was asking was, you know, showed some great character, you know, because he grew up, you know, thinking that, you know, heroes are people to be, you know, admired. However, the ones that he's ran into, the hero faction, is actually the anime. So the advice that Azazel gave him, it was probably the best for right now. And I'm looking forward to seeing how, you know, Issei develops from here on out. To be honest, when I watched the dub, I actually didn't realize that Asia had a new voice actress. To me, Issei sounded slightly different, but he still has the same VA. Yeah. Issei, everyone else except Agia has the exact same voice actress. Yes, he definitely showed some great leadership skills. Like, some incredible leadership skills. And I was very happy that, you know, Kiba told him that, you know, he did a great job leading them on the bridge during the first battle. That was incredible. I mean, I was super pleased with that. I'm going to get much hate for this, but I don't ship Issei with Riaz. Not everyone has the same ship, you know? And that's fine, you know, this is a harem anime. So You can ship him with whoever you want to. I'm not gonna hate you for it. I don't ship Issei with Riaz. I ship Riaz with me. Or more like I ship Yoko Hikasa, her voice actress, with me. But Yoko Hikasa is married, unfortunately. That was an announcement that happened a couple of months before the release of the new season came out. Also, Ajia's Japanese voice actress also got engaged, which is surprising because she's still a university student. But yeah, I mean, you can ship whoever you want with Issei. Issei X Harem. There you go. That's the way it ought to be. That's definitely the way it ought to be. A lot of people ship Agia and Issei together. Although a lot of people, for some reason I don't understand, hate Agia. And I don't understand that hate whatsoever. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a character that has to be protected. I mean, it shows character. I'm not going to be surprised if they do a High School DD anime Chinese version. In case yesterday I did see a Chinese version of the Fate series. That would be interesting. I'd have to see how that turns out, honestly, Nick. That would be... I think I'd find that comical if there was a Chinese version. So I'd probably watch it, and you might see a live reaction if they actually do one in Chinese. Because that would be funny. But seriously, guys, I mean, I just want to say that, you know, so far this season has been incredible. You guys have been incredible as well, you know, coming back to the streams every Tuesday to chat with me, discuss the series so far. It means a lot. Because, you know, when I first started out doing these streams, I was not, you know, the best at them. You know, I'm used to, you know, being upfront and personal. You know, I usually like to have a script and just, like, record my stuff and just do videos that way. But I've actually gotten a lot better at the streams, and I've started to enjoy them more, and I really appreciate it. By the way, Funimation is celebrate for their 25 years. Really? They don't have the cast posted yet? Or they should have the dub up already. It was supposed to be up I think last Tuesday. Yeah, if it wasn't for Asia's Twilight Healing, Issei would have had a lot more issues when it came to the first season as well. Like, against the fight with Riser, there would have been some huge issues. Yeah, no one's perfect. And, you know, I don't understand why people hate Agia. I love Agia. I love her voice actress. Azumi Asakura is one of my favorite voice actresses. Her voice is so, so beautiful. This summer, I haven't really looked at the summer list just yet. to be honest. I know Haunted Hot Springs is coming out. Isn't that in the summer? Isn't Haunted Hot Springs coming out in the summer? And I think that's about the only one I know of. Yeah, I think Haunted Hot Springs is a harem anime. Two of my favorite romance series from this season, Wotakoi and Real Girl are my two favorite romance series from this season, and they're going to be in my spring impressions video once I get that finished up. I plan to have it finished by tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be up by Thursday. Like, I thought I was behind on it, but apparently other channels are getting their impressions done now too, so I'm not too far behind, so I can kind of relax now and just kind of, you know, get it done in a timely fashion. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to today's episode, I think the only real disappointment, well, like minor disappointments, I would say, would have to be that the battle just kind of passed by a little too fast for me. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more in today, but like I said, we got 2 more episodes of this arc, and the battle is bound to get more intense, so I'm definitely looking forward to next week's episode, as well as the week after. And then finally, we're going to be getting into Volume 10. The rating game match with Cyrogue. And, ooh, something else that I'm looking forward to. Saji's Dragon King form. Because as you guys know, they did not have that in the last 3 seasons, because that was some of the skipped content that TNK took out, was the major developments like Saji getting Dragon King form. When is Infinite Stratus getting another season? Eric, I will have to check on that for you. Like, I've been looking into a lot more anime news recently because I'm trying to get more information on the new season of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? As well as some other series that are coming out this year. So I'll have to get back to you on that one. I'm not sure when Infinite Stratus is going to be getting another season, but I'll look into it. Rugal, someone please help me. Rugal, what was your question, man? I must have missed it. Let's see, Rugal. But yeah, definitely, in terms of animation, you cannot beat Passione this season. I mean, I went back and I watched the last 3 seasons, and I can honestly say that this season is the best so far when it comes to animation. Yeah, me too, Andre. Like, seriously. Like, I am super pumped about Saji's Dragon King form. Do I know anything about Drifters? I haven't even seen Drifters. Like, didn't that series come out a couple seasons ago? Oh, when it's going to get another season? No idea, Rugal. But I can look into it for you, because like I said, I'm looking into a lot more anime news. I've got to put out another anime news video here soon, because I want to do another video on Danmachi Season 2, so I'm not sure. You're waiting on One Punch Man Season 2. Me too, actually, in AOT Season 3. Seriously, I mean, I've loved the season so far. Everything that's came out this spring season has been incredible. At least from what I've watched. Comic Girls was really good. Is really good, I should say. Comic Girls is really good. Wotakoi is really good. Real Girl is really good. I mean, there's too much. There's too much goodness in this season for me not to be watching. But yeah, as far as this season of High School DD, I am hyped because it's back on track with the light novel. Developments that we did not see in the last 3 seasons are finally coming to pass. Saji's dragon form. Oh, there was something else I wanted to talk about. There was something else I wanted to mention. Alright, so, like, if you haven't read the light novels, you probably wouldn't have noticed this, but during Season 3, when Issei went to training with Tanin, it was mentioned that, you know, he developed more stamina and, you know, got a little bit more muscular, but you didn't really see those changes in TNK's art style. You didn't see those changes at all, actually. This season, though, you do see those changes, like in episode 1, not 0, but in 1, when he's on the couch with Koneko. When he's on the couch with Koneko, you see how he's developed, you know, chest muscles and, you know, firmer arms as well. So you do get to see, you know, the development from his training with Tani this season, and that's the important detail work that I'm talking about when it comes to Passione paying attention to the light novel source. Like, they have, it almost feels like they've been reading it, and like, okay, TNK didn't add this, so we're going to add this. And it looks really good. Like, the fact that they even went that much into detail with, you know, like the appearance of Issei and how he has his arm strength and has developed, you know, has gotten a lot more muscular, really shows that they've been paying attention, and it makes me really happy. Anime is waiting for One Punch Man Season 2, Danmachi Season 2, Season 2, Overlord Season... You mean Overlord Season 3? Overlord Season 2 already came out. Overlord Season 3 is coming, though. Code Geass Season 4, that one I know a lot of people are looking forward to. Although I'm not a really big fan of Sunrise Studios. But I did like Code Geass. Seriously. So far, spring season of anime has been fantastic. The Funimation app on my Xbox One, High School DD Hero Cast showed Japan wording, not dub lettering. I see. Well, if you go to Reddit and go to the official High School DD Reddit page, they will show all the English cast for the for season 4 of High School DD. After all this action we are getting so far, we need a summer ep. Maybe an OVA. I think we're going to be getting, like I said earlier, because of like all the great feedback that it's been getting in Japan from the fan base, especially the light novel readers, I think we're going to be getting a 5th season and possibly some OVAs. I'm hopeful for it anyway. Like, if it does good, like if this sells as well as this getting the great feedback in Japan, we should get, you know, another season or 2 at least. I'm also waiting on High School of the Dead, but I don't think that series is getting another season, and yes, I'm waiting for Overlord Season 3. Yeah, I'm not sure about High School of the Dead either. I think, didn't the author pass away not too long ago? But yeah, I'm looking forward to Season 3 of Overlord. Because I need to honestly get into the light novel of Overlord before I break into Season 3, just so I can revise the review I did of Season 2. Sword Art Online Season 3, I heard, might have 50 plus eps in the fall. Holy shit, that's a lot of episodes. As far as Sword Art Online so far, I'm really enjoying Gun Gale Alternative. Like, that is my favorite so far. The last episode of Gun Gale Alternative was hilarious. Like, seriously. Hilarious. When M started begging for his life in the episode, I nearly died. Like, I fell out of my chair, guys. That was freaking hilarious. And the eyes that appeared on Lynn's gun and when it started talking to her, I flipped out. Like, Gun Gale Alternative has like the perfect mix of action, comedy, and suspense and seriousness. And I really think that, you know, this season of SAO, Gun Gale Alternative, is going to revive the franchise. Like, it has a really good chance of reviving the franchise. Which would mean that people don't actually hate SAO. They just really hate Kirito. Yep, the creator of High School of the Dead did pass away. What is OVA mean to anime show? Eric, an OVA is original video animation, and usually that consists of, you know, either extra content, like for High School DD there were some special episodes, not like part of the original story, not like part of the original storyline, but more like side stories. But I'm hoping that, you know, if we get some OVAs this time, that we get one that covers Volume 8 of the light novels for High School DD, because I want to see the Hero Rangers and the trials go through. Seeing Seraphal dressed up as one of the Hero Rangers would be hilarious. I'm glad that High School DD was the first anime I ever watched. Well, High School DD wasn't the first anime I watched, but it was something that I stumbled upon randomly when I was just searching through Hulu. I saw this and I was like, hey, what's this right here? What's the DXD meme? And I clicked on it and I just instantly got hooked. What I really like about High School DD is, you know, how the series has a whole lot of history behind it in its story. Like, we have Norse gods. We have Loki, we have Odin, we also have angels, we have demons, we have magical girls. There's just a whole lot put into the series. And we also have some Old English lore behind it as well. Like, I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but Drag, the red dragon Drag, and Albion, the white dragon, are from Old English folklore. Like, there is a lot of history behind this series. A lot. And I'm actually thinking of doing a video, like, on Albion and Drag alone, just so I can break into that. So yeah, that's the main reason why I like High School DD. Not only that, but the way that the fan service comes across in the series is more, I guess you could say, due to the situations that go through the series. The fan service doesn't come off as forced, more like natural and casual. It comes off more casual, like, it's like, oh, here's a great action scene, and then by some strange coincidence, her clothes get blown off. So it's not like they're saying, here, have some fan service. The story kind of makes it play out as like the fan service comes across more natural, if you understand what I'm saying. It's like you get great story, and then as part of the story, our character blows off clothes. It's not like they're aiming for fan service entirely throughout the series. And I think that is great. I think we've already seen some Greek mythology, to be honest. Because, I mean, Odin, Norse and Greek are kind of the same thing, in my opinion. Because, you know, Loki was in Danmachi, and Loki was in here as well, so... Is Issei ever going to get it on with one of the girls? It's always getting closer, but not yet. Hard to say. Like, I don't think we could actually see him actually go into anything. Because, you know, this isn't like, you know, strict hentai. But I do know that he might get a little bit more action with Riaz later on. Anything on Persona 5 adaptation? I'd rather watch the game. That's my honest opinion. Because this... Persona 5, the animation, just comes across as, you know, they took scenes from the game and just drew them instead of, you know, taking them from the game and put them into a video stream. Is what it came across as to me. I didn't really get into it. I mean, it's not too different from the actual game. I mean, it's not giving you any actual content that would be, you know, beneficial, I should say. Like, there's nothing that you can't get from the animation that you wouldn't be able to get from the game. So, like I said, I'd just rather play the game. Greek stuff should show up in Volume 10. Yeah, definitely in Volume 10. Hmm. Well, to be honest, the feedback that I've gotten on Persona 5 is that most people would just rather play the game. And I watched some of it, but like I said, like the opening looks okay. The opening looked okay to me. And the first episode or two was pretty alright, but still, it's done strictly by the game. Like, all these scenes take place in the game, so there's not really anything that you could get from watching the animation that's new that you wouldn't see in the game. Masou Gakuen HH getting a season 2, but no release date yet. Yeah, I've also heard that. Nick, I hope that if it comes out, that it comes out in the summer, because that would be like the perfect season to have it. Alright, let's see if I've missed any questions while I was just babbling away. By the way, the creator of Overlord is going to take a break from the Ellens for a whole year. Jeez. He's taking a hiatus for that long? That's... Well, I can't really say that's just as long as, you know, Hunter x Hunter, but that's a pretty good... That's a pretty good bit. I just searched through the 9th light novel, and I have concluded that I don't think Vali is the person that Azazel mentioned. Yep, me neither. I don't think Vali is the one that Azazel mentioned either. I think it's someone else, and I'm anticipating who that is because I haven't actually read that far to see who it is. This time, instead of reading ahead in the light novel, I'm just going to wait and see, because I want that anticipation. What are my thoughts on High School of the Dead manga or light novel series? Is it worth reading? High School of the Dead, to be honest, I haven't read the manga yet. Or the light novel, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. I started off on the anime on that one. We should be getting another harem series come summer, I believe. Because Haunted Hot Springs is coming out. I'm definitely looking forward to ReZero Season 2 whenever it comes out. Because it's still really popular in Japan. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Got to see my Rim again. I'm a Rim supporter. You can't hate me for that. Alright guys, so I got a question for you. Out of High School DD, which girl would you ship yourself with? Like, which one? Alright, Pleb King. I'll catch you later, man. Zenobia? Yeah, Zenovia's pretty good. Especially this season. Like, I know a lot of people, like, said they preferred, you know, Zenovia's past design, but I gotta say, her past design really didn't look that feminine to me. If you understand what I mean. Like, this season, she looks a whole lot more attractive to me. Like, seriously. She's got those feminine aspects to her this season. Ravel, yeah, Ravel's really good too. assuming the entire harem is out, then probably Asia, I think. Yeah, me, I'm gonna have to go with Riaz as my number 1 and Koneko for my number 2. And now possibly Li Fei. Elena, yeah, Elena's great. Guys, I can't remember, did we see any eye catch of Elena so far this season? I don't think we have. I would love to see an eye catch of Elena and an eye catch of Zenovia. Because today's eye catch of Rosewise was, God, magnificent. Like, out of the last 3 seasons, that is the best Rosewise eye catch that I have seen. Like, seriously, design-wise, color-wise, pose-wise, just absolutely fantastic. So I'm really wanting to see a lot more incredible eye catches. Like, I want to see Zenovia, I want to see an Elena eye catch. Alright, I'll catch you later, Pleb King. If you want to watch the full stream later on, it'll be up on as a video, so don't worry about it. Yes, I want to see Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid Season 2 as well. As well as Monster Girls. Monster Monsume. Well, if Monster Monsume gets another season, I'll definitely be watching it. Still waiting for JoJo Part 5 anime. Ah, dear God. That JoJo. Yeah, I'm waiting on that one too. But as far as my 2 main harem girls from High School DD, I'm going with Riaz and Koneko. Because I gotta say, guys, they did magnificent improvements on Koneko this season. Just outstanding improvements, and like, I almost bawled because I was so happy. If you notice, like in the past seasons, she looked really, really flat. Like, strictly flat. Like, her design was just bad. And I know, you know, some people are going to disagree with that when they watch this later on, but if you look at it, like, if you look at certain scenes, like, and then you go back and you look at the light novel, both Asia and Koneko, throughout the first couple of volumes, 1 through 6, they were already starting to develop and, you know, bust size and, you know, take on a more feminine appearance. And TNK did not show those results with their designs. But when you come to designs from Passione, you see those developments. That's what I'm saying. You see those developments in the design. You see those details. How Koneko has taken on a more feminine look to match the light novel and match her development stages. You also see that with Asia because, like I said, through 1 through 6 of the volumes, Agia was starting to grow as well, but you never saw that due to TNK's art style. But with Passione, you see how she's grown and bust size. You see those changes, and that is the incredible detail that I'm talking about. It's 5 a.m. and I haven't slept all night. Need to go. Alright, Rugal. I'll catch you later, man. Thanks for tuning in. We need the Toho Project anime. I haven't even played the game, so I'm going to have to check that one out. Alright, let's see. What other question can I give you guys about this series? What did you guys think of Li Fei's appearance this season? Well, not her appearance, but, you know, her design. Like, I've stated my opinion, but I didn't really get to hear y'all's, so what is your opinions on Li Fei's design this season? Like, what would you think? How would you picture TNK do Li Fei? That was a question that I need to ask. Like, compared to today's design of Li Fei, how do you think TNK would have done Li Fei? Do you think it would be good, or do you think this one trumps it? Me personally, like I stated before, I think that today's design tops whatever TNK could probably do with the Li Fei design. Just, you know, I'm sorry. Just no, I cannot see Li Fei taking on a TNK design. I just can't. I can't do it. Let's see. Hero faction. Sorry guys, I'm kind of adding some tags right now. Faction. Kyoto. The witch girl on the broom. There are so many characters. Work girl. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly who she is, Eric. She's the one that she's the magical girl that was on the broom. Li Fei Pendragon. Yep, the old Pie Dragon fan. I wouldn't be surprised if she's like the Old Pie Dragon #1 fan, to be honest. Like, seriously, Leafei's design and also Siegfried's design. Dear God, that was amazing. Siegfried's design was incredible. But yeah, guys, I mean, I can't wait to see. Not gonna be surprised if she is the #1 fan of Issei. Yeah, me neither, Nick. I'm willing to bet that she is. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that, because I think Kuno is pretty fond of Issei as well. But, as far as, Old Pie Dragon, I would have to say, definitely Leafei. Thank you, Eric. Yes. Yes, definitely. Alright, guys. Any more questions for me? Because I am about to end the stream for the day. Also, if there's anyone like watching this later, if you look down in the description, I do have a watch link to watch episode 4, Life 4 Uncensored, so check it out if you haven't watched it yet. It's amazing. Absolutely, Nick. I don't think a TNK style of Pendragon would fit at all either. That's what I'm saying. I was like, Passione, good. To be honest, I honestly can't see High School DD with the TNK art style anymore. But yeah, I honestly can't see a TNK art style for DD anymore. After what I've seen so far this season, it just looks a whole lot better. The animation is 150 times better, probably 200% better. It's more fluid, it's more vibrant. And to be honest, I think that the TNK art style was a little too serious for this series because I just think that, the TNK art style for the first 3 seasons looked good, but, it looked a little too serious for what High School DD actually is when it comes to content. Eric, if you click on the link, it'll take you straight to the 9 Anime High School DD Season 4 page. And you'll have all the uncensored episodes that are out so far. But yeah, honestly, I would have to say that TNK's art style, even though it looked good for the last 3 seasons, it didn't really fit. Because it was just way too serious. And High School DD, if you think about it, if you read the light novels, High School DD, even though it does have its serious moments, it's an action comedy harem, pretty much. Don't get me wrong, it's still going to have those serious times in it, and those feels. They're going to have the feels because it's following the light novel, but the art style that TNK had was just way too serious for it, and I think that the switch to Passione was the much better call because while it's lighter, it fits better because High School DD, like I said, it's not really a really serious series. And lots of people were like, but the drama is gone from it because of the art style change. I'm like, no, it's not. The drama is not gone from it. The drama is still very much present. You gotta remember that this is an ongoing story. You're not going to get the same nostalgia from the past 3 seasons because those 3 seasons are over already. So now we're moving on to 2 different volumes, and the story is a bit different. So yeah, I think that the switch to Passione was the best call for the series. I mean, people are going to have their opinions. There are still some people on streaming sites that, don't like how the style looks. I mean, some guy even put up a petition aiming to try to get the old style back, but that's not going to really do anything. I think that petition already had like 1,000 signatures on it, but what really matters is, the domestic fan base, what the Japanese fan base thinks of this art design. And even though, like, I was reading it up on Ishibumi's Twitter before the season actually came out, even though some of them commented that, it looked a little childish at first, now that the season's actually out, the feedback has changed. They love it. The girls look a lot more feminine, a lot more beautiful. And like I said, it's gotten incredible feedback in Japan because it's back on track with the source material. And I think that, episode 00 was like a huge letter of love to his fans, saying, look guys, I've been paying attention to your complaints. I'm sorry about how season 3 turned out. I'm correcting it this season. Here's the canon ending. Let's enjoy another season of High School DD. And I think, like I said in my first impressions video, that shows that Ishibumi really pays attention to his fan base. He loves his fan base. He wants to please his fan base. And that speaks volumes, because you're not going to find that in the industry a lot. I mean, you just won't. What other harem show did Passione do? Well, I'm not sure if you can actually call it... I'm not sure if you can call it a harem, but you probably could. You could probably call Roka Braves of the Sixth a harem because because he does have a couple of female members in his party, but I don't know, that's kind of off. I'm not really sure if they have any more harem series, but what I'm saying is that since this is doing really good, I mean, you guys know that Passione is a small studio. I mean, they don't have that many works. They don't have that many works. They have Rail Wars, they have Citrus, and I think they also did Hinaka Note. But I mean, other than that, they're rather small. And so this could be their chance to hit it big, guys, because High School DD is a huge, huge franchise. And they've been getting incredible feedback on the season so far. So I think after this season, you're going to see Passione's reputation skyrocket. Like, seriously. And that's good because even though there were people complaining about how the designs look this season, if Passione, gets more funding due to their reputation skyrocketing, they'll get more artists, which means their designs will improve, which means we'll see more from them, which means more for the anime community, more for the anime industry, and that's something great. I mean, that is spectacular. So I'm rooting for Passione all around right now. Yeah, Passione will get big with DxD Hero. They will get huge. They will get huge, and that is fantastic because, like I said, they're a small studio. They don't have that many works, but you know, once their reputation skyrockets due to High School DD Hero, they're going to get more work. We're going to see more from them, which means they'll get more funding, which means they'll get better artists and improve animation style even more, art style even more, and that is going to be incredible. And I mean, that's why I've been telling people, you know, don't get mad at the art style change. Give Passione a chance. They're a small studio. All they've been trying to do is bring back a beloved series from our hearts. And they've done an incredible job with it so far. They've paid attention to what Ishibumi has asked. And that is very honorable and very diligent. And to be honest, I want to go to... Like, I wish I had money to go to Japan so I could shake their hands and be like, thank you. Just thank you. I mean, you have no idea how much this means to me and the rest of the High School DD community that truly appreciate, you know, you following the source. I think the other one, Nick, that is, yeah, Shimai Mao no Testament is as close as you'll get to High School DD because it has, you know, the same setting, demons and harem. It's also, in terms of lewd, it's a little bit more lewd. Andre, you just made me want to, you know, go back and rewatch it again. I may have to go back and rewatch Shimai Mao no Testament. Strike the Blood, yeah, Strike the Blood was really good too. Trinity 7 is also really good. Well, guys, apparently I'm not going to be ending the stream yet. I know Sister Testament has already gotten, you know, an OVA so far and a season 2. So I'm really hoping that they get a season 3 as well, because that's like my second favorite. I love, God, what's her name? The succubus. I can't... Maria. Is that her name? Maria? Maria. That sounds right. Yeah, Maria. The succubus is my favorite. Maria is my favorite character. Sister Testament is, instead of, you know, is about a demon princess who, you know, is taken to Earth. Well, it's taken from the demon realm to the human realm to live after she was almost kidnapped as a child. And I'm not going to go in anymore to it because I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen it, Eric. But you need to watch Testament of Sister New Devil. You really do. It's really good. You'll find If you like High School DD, you will love Testament of Sister New Devil. Yep. We're getting a lot more harem series this summer. And I'm definitely looking forward to them. I think I'll go for at least another 30 minutes before I call it quits, because I'm just having too much fun talking to you guys. Let's see. Questions. But yeah, I mean, Passione is going to get huge with Season 4 of High School DD. Their reputation is going to increase. They're going to get more funding, which means they'll be able to hire better artists, increase their staff, and we're going to see the anime industry skyrocket. Because, you know, even for a small studio, Passione has excellent animation, and you guys can tell that so far by looking at this season. Just how much better the animation is. Like, seriously. I mean, you can see it. Like, just how more fluid it is. No more slideshows. Like the first battle with Cyrogue, the test of strength that they had in the first episode was incredible. Like, seriously. It was frame per frame action, and that is the type of shit that we need in High School DD. Anyway, I think I'll go, although I should be again next week if I'm available. Alright, Andre. I'll catch you later, man. Seen all the episodes. What anime would fit with High School DD and a crossover, in your opinion? In terms of action-wise, like if you were to like put character against character, I would definitely have to say High School DD and Testament of Sister New Devil. But if in terms of like lewd, that would also be Sister Testament. But in terms of character, like I have this theory, right? I don't know if you guys have seen this series. It's like a small 6-episode series, but it's called Golden Boy. And I think the main character of Golden Boy is very similar to Issei. By the way, if you haven't seen Golden Boy, you need to go watch it. Like, just go do it. It's a 6-episode series. You have nothing to lose. It's hilarious. And it's also a harem, so go watch it. You'll laugh your ass off. But yeah, I think that, God, what was his name? Something Toro. I need to look up his name real quick. Hang on, guys. Is it Kintaro? I think it is Kintaro. Let's see. Google.com. Golden Boy. lead character. Nope, that's not it. Kintaro. Oh wait, Kintaro. Sorry guys, I had to look up his name. Yeah, it's sad that it only got 6. That it only has 6 episodes, but yeah, I think Oe Kintaro is like, I almost would say that, you know, Issei's father, even though his name isn't Oe Kintaro, that Oe Kintaro would make a great Issei father in another lifetime. You know what I mean? Just of, you know, how their personalities kind of go together. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for right now so I can get back to editing the spring impressions for you guys. I've got 3 more impressions to finish editing, and I should have it up possibly by Friday at the latest. If not Wednesday or Thursday, it'll definitely be up Friday. So I hope you guys will look forward to that. And if you have not seen the 4th episode of High School DD Hero, look down in the description. There is a tinyurl.com link going to the uncensored episode at 9anime. Go check it out. It is amazing. And until next time, I will catch you all in the next stream.